What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video tutorial for code caps section React, and in this one we're going to be learning how to use a ternary expression for conditional rendering in React. Okay, so before moving on to dynamic rendering techniques, there's one last way to use built-in JavaScript conditionals to render what you want, which is called the ternary operator. So the ternary operator is often utilized as a shortcut for if and else statements in JavaScript. They're not quite as robust as traditional if and else statements. However, they are very popular among React developers. One reason for this because of how JSX is compiled. If and else statements can't be inserted directly into JSX code. You might have noticed this a couple of challenges ago. When an if-else statement was required, it was always outside the return statement. Ternary expressions can be an excellent alternative if you want to implement conditional logic within your JSX. Recall that a ternary operator has three parts, so you can combine several ternary expressions together, and it shows us a basic syntax which is here. So say this is a condition, this expression executes if this condition is true, and this expression executes if the condition is false. So to have a bit of a hands-on practice, it gives us this challenge to accomplish, in which it says that the code editor has three constants defined within the check user age. So this is our check user age here class, and it's a component which has a random method attached to it, which is over here. Alright, so they're called button 1, 2 and 3, which is over here, 1, 2 and 3. Each of these is assigned a simple JSX expression representing a button element. First, what we need to do is initialize a state of check user age with input and user age both set to values of an empty string. So where do we do that? We would do this here because this is a constructor, and this will be the first thing to be executed in a component. So I'll just set I'll just do the state now. So this would be my state. So state, and then in curly braces, what do we have? Two properties, which is input and user age. So I'll put input and then then a user age. Perfect. Alright, and it says that we need to set the values of an empty string. I mean, both set to values of an empty string. So both of these are empty string for now. Alright, and comma here because we are inserting another property right underneath. Alright, so then it says that once the component is rendering information to the page, users should have a way to interact with it. Within the component's return method, which is over here, let's go down to it, which is the return method over here. Alright, let me just expand this so it's a bit easier for you guys to see it properly. Alright, so this is our return method. So what do we need to do here? It says us to set up a ternary expression that implements the following logic. Alright, so we need to implement the ternary expression now. When the page first loads, render the submit button. Alright, so this part is all, we don't really have to implement this part. Sorry, my bad. I was just looking at my notes as well. So, this is the first part we need to implement. So, when the page first loads, render the submit button, which is the button 1. So, how are we gonna be able to tell when the page is loaded or already? My way is to check if the user age is empty, is equal to empty string. Okay, so I'm gonna do it that way. So this state, the user age is equal to empty strings. All right, and if it is, then I'm gonna display button 1 there. All right, cool. And then it says when a user enters the age and clicks a button, render a different button based on the age. Right, so let's say for example the user's age is greater than 18. Alright, greater than 18. Alright, then what do we want to do? We want to display button 2. Alright, button 2. Perfect. Alright. So if sorry, my bad. I think I didn't read this line. So if the user enters a number less than 18, so say this is less than 18, I would say. Alright, then render button 3. So if it's less than 18, we render button 3. Okay, and then else, and then if a user enters a number greater or equal to 18, so if the user enters greater or equal to 18, then what do we want to do? Display button 2. So here we go. Alright, and this is basically it really, and I would challenge in, so I would just get rid of this one here, do a bit of clean coding first. Alright, and let's see if it works. So what should it say if I press button if it's less than 18? So say I press 12 and it should say you shall not pass. Alright, you shall not pass. And if I type 18, it would say you may enter. Uh-oh, I think I did some mistake here. sorry guys, this was supposed to be triple equals. Alright, so alright, seems like this approach won't works, so I've actually come up with an other approach, and I'm gonna try that one works. So that would be this state, the user age, and I'm gonna check if it's greater than or equal to 18. If it is, then I'm gonna simply do display button 2. However, if it's not, which is the else part here, oops, which is the else part here, then I'm gonna simply do button 3. Alright, simple as that. So actually it wasn't as simple as that. So if I do 12, it should say you shall not enter or you shall not pass, but if I do 18, you may enter, or if above 18, then you may enter as well. Alright, okay, so just be careful of your approach. The other approach in which I did single if statements, I mean the ternary operator, is one that wouldn't work. So if you're doing this way, it would work. I have no idea why, but it seems like it's how free code camp test cases are programmed. Alright, I really hope you understood this topic. Let me just use our test passes. Yes, it does. Alright guys, I really hope you understood how to use ternary expressions for conditional rendering. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll make sure I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Until next video, have fun practicing this ternary expressions.